Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time to run here. The Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Friday, Mosh Pit. We did have another video across 3,000 likes, which now only puts us 1 week away from the beginning of TM Trainer Month. Thank you very much for making it possible. Hope your weekends are going off to a great start. Here's today's meme of the day, brought to you by Desmond Redwine. Title thread was Invicta Today, number 1008. This was like a few days ago. Episode be like, I did not care for The Godfather. And I do love the, first off, the meme of the day is not accurate because I didn't even say that I didn't care for it. I said I didn't see it. I've never seen it. I've only seen bits and pieces of it, and I was like, whatever. But I do like the attention to detail with the little sissy, rock bottom. I do like the fact that they put the Godfather with the the R key at the end there. So, and the little Joker from Balatro. So, and also because I was talking about the Matrix last week, obviously. So thank you very much, Desmond Redwine. But yeah, I never said that I saw the Godfather. Oh, we got ourselves a Jello start. Papa Whiskey Delta Quebec Delta Lima 30. I never said I saw the Godfather, didn't care for it. I said that I've just never seen the Godfather, never really cared to. That's the thing about that one. So starting off with Jello here, but god awful movement speed, like the worst movement speed you could possibly have, other than like starting with like Thunder Thighs and maybe also Jupiter or something. 0.69 movement speed is absolutely abysmal. And lucky us, we start on with a room with very, very fast pursuit enemies and also ones that spawn schmovin spiders. So this is gonna be, yep, this is gonna be something. I can tell you that. Obviously, Fat on Mushroom is gonna give us a damage and HP upgrade, and that's fine and dandy and all. But like, where's the movement speed though? Like, Papa needs some movement speed here. This is ridiculous. Obviously, Jello is going to be a very big deal for us early on with bosses and everything like that. But Jello is only as good as our stats, and it's also Curse of Mind. Oh, that's just super duper great, super awesome. It's really great. Okay, so yeah, this run I would consider to be not great. Also, we're starting with 2 tiers rate, which is also pretty bad. And bad range too. Really, the only good thing about this run is our starting damage and our shot speed and Jello. That's about it. So we have a long friggin' way to go, dude, before we even get close to being good on this run. This is where the strength of Jello fails. Whenever you have a pursuit enemy that is very tanky, Jello's shots tend to propel those enemies. It's amazing that we're even able to outpace Light it over right now. We do get growth hormones, thank God. And our movement speed goes to 0.89 after growth hormones. That's how bad it is. There's darkness. Yeah, so we have a very large hill to climb here. But if there's one item that's going to get us through this, it's definitely going to be Jello. So, we go on to last week's question of the episode here, the most upvoted question in the comment section from last week's episode, which was the 180 episode, thanks to the D100. That's brought to you by Colin Walker 6804, who said, question of the episode, what are some items in the special item rooms, and then in parentheses, he said planetarium, devil deals, angel deals, etc., that you never take and why? The one that comes to mind is 7 seals. 7 seals I don't take for obvious reasons, but if you don't know if you don't know why I don't take them, it's just the Warflies, man. Like, I do like the contact damage that they give you. Wow, I cannot believe not only that he got that shot off, but it almost hit us from like back here. That was pretty amazing, and that was Jello jostling that one out. But yeah, I don't take 7 seals because of the Warflies, and in particular, I do like the contact damage that 7 seals does, or little harbingers, for those of you who don't know by the name 7 seals. But in my opinion, it's just not worth it. Now, as far as like other items I just don't take and why, for planetariums, Mars definitely, because Mars is just awful. And the main reason why I don't take Mars is because obviously there are times where you're not trying to double tap the movement keys, and then all of a sudden Mars will just fling you off in a random direction. And it's very disruptive and very bad. So, and as far as devil deals go, I mean, again, Little Harbingers is definitely up there. I hate the fact that Little Harbingers also shows up in the Angel Room. Oh, this is not a fantastic start here. We're in a not good spot. This is going to be very, very tough for us to churn through here on 1 HP, and that's what's got me worried. Yeah, to finish the question of the episode though, because I need a legit concentrate here. This is bad. In the Angel Rooms, Breath of Life, just because I mean there's nothing inherently bad with it. It's just not a useful item. So yeah, so those are the 3 items that I would say are the most frequently skipped by me. So we lost too much HP here to really be able to get a devil deal, unless we get something amazing. We do get a world card, which is nice. I'm just gonna go ahead and buy this key now. Well, no, let's save that because I need that red heart. I'm not taking Tropicamide because we don't need. I mean, we do need the range, but I don't need to be fighting. Yeah, that's the reason why I didn't want to buy the key. I don't need to be fighting a boss trap room right now with this movement speed. We need to hope that we get an HP upgrade here or squeezy or something like that, so we can actually get a devil deal, because this is imperative that we don't miss this devil deal here. I mean, we're not going to miss it, but we need to make sure we can take it. Okay, we do get an HP upgrade, which is good. And we get Spectral Tears, which, I mean, Ouija board does give us a Tears Up too, so that's better than what we've got. And there's no way I'm doing a boss trap room for just Tropicamide. Yeah, this is a all hands on deck sort of deal here, because this is a very, very precarious situation we find ourselves in present moment in time currently right now as of this moment. And if you ever wanted to see a grand champion of the reason why we need movement speed and the reason why I harp on how important movement speed is all the time, then look at this run. Glitter bombs here. Gives us 5 bombs and a chance to get some pickups if we absolutely need it. What we really, really need is something like the 4.5 volt, Nun's Habit, jumper cables, anything that's going to allow us to get multiple charges out of Jello. Outside of stats, I mean. Gotta be really careful, these Eternal Flies, man. They'll get you. Okay, so Counterfeit Penny is great here. We're going to need to rely heavily on the shop. Of course, that's assuming we can get into the shop. So the Counterfeit Penny is going to change the value of coins. Occasionally, not all the time, but occasionally we'll give you an extra coin. And it definitely adds up over time. It's a nice little bonus that you get every now and then. It's certainly not going to be a game changer or anything like that. But I mean, you never know. You never know how far a penny is going to get you in Isaac. Yeah, we basically have to do this. I don't want to do it without having. Well, we're going to get a full charge after the first wave, so I guess. 2 of Spades doubles our keys. No reason to use it right now because we go to 2. Even if we go down to 0 keys and then use the 2 of Spades, we'd still go down to 2, so there's really no point of even using it right now. So assuming that there's combat... Well, actually, it doesn't matter. We'll have a full charge in Jello before the boss anyway, but we're working on a shoestring budget right now of stats. Okay, so let's go into let's go fight the. No, let's go to the shop first because we're gonna bomb the keeper. Not only to raise the chance of a devil deal, obviously, but to also get some, hopefully get some money here. I think this is a time where, with us having the counterfeit penny, we want to be able to take as much money as possible. So right now there's currently 8 cents on the ground. take us 22 cents, but with counterfeit penny, is that going to give us any more money? And yes, indeed. This is an extra 4 cents. Look at us. I think member card is still just a big bait. I really don't think the member card is worth it here, especially the only time that member card is worth it is if you can afford whatever's inside of the member shop, right? I've talked about this before where if you get member card, but then you just go in there to peruse or window shop a little bit, and then you can't buy anything that's in there, all you're doing is just eliminating that item from the item pool. Almost got stuck on the corner there, which would have made me very upset. Get a double charge on Jello, which is going to be nice. Get an Eternal Heart, which is very nice as well. Thank God we got a double charge on Jello, because falling with this movement speed would be not too dangerous, but definitely annoying. Annoying enough to be dangerous. We get Maw of the Void. Now we're freaking talking. I'm not going to bother going to the curse room. Okay. Maw of the Void obviously is going to help us out a great deal. Not only with our damage, but just overall survivability, because if things are going to get close to us because of our bad movement speed, we'll have a way to deal with them in a very, very easy way. Now that being said, we're not like done. You know, it's not like, all right, we can start monologuing and stuff now. No. Until we get movement speed, we are not feeling super great about this position. And again, the reason why I'm not using the Two of Spades right now is just because there's no reason to. Even if I were to get one card or one key, like I said on the last floor, it's only going to take us to 2 keys anyway. So there's really no point. We might as well just wait for us to get a key and then possibly more keys and then build on that. 0 keys, we're stuck at two keys. At 1 key, we're still stuck at 2 keys. Now, if we get to the point, obviously, of me needing a key and I still haven't found one on the level, then yeah, of course I'll use Two of Spades to get out of there. Into wherever we need to go. Super Secret might be to the right of there. It's hard to say. Okay, we got 1 Yave. Damage is not phenomenal. There we go. Okay, so we have 2 keys now. I'm not going to use the Two of Spades yet until we go find the item room, and then if we don't find any keys, then I'll use it so we get 4 keys instead of 2. The full charge in here. I mean, technically it's a mini charge, but it's a full charge for Jello. That's all I care about right now. So we're guaranteed to have a full charge on the boss. Scratch my face real quick. And we're still looking for that item room. Yep. Still looking for that item room. Praying to all that is holy that we get a movement speed upgrade. Get a planetarium. Speaking of planetariums. From skipping that first floor. Obviously, Curse the Blind. We don't take Curse the Blind items anymore. So I'm going to use the Two of Spades so we get 4 items. We get 4 keys. We get another bomb upgrade for some odd reason. Saturnus is another one I don't like. Now, some people don't understand that choice, and the reason why I don't like Saturnus is because it can grab enemy projectiles while you're trying to dodge it and either fling it toward you, causing you to dodge in a weird way, or you think it's going to take enemy projectiles and then it doesn't, and then you just walk right into it. So I don't like Saturnus. It also just adds to the visual doo-doo, and we all know how I feel about that. So, ooh. Ourselves a double bone heart. Good. I will buy this soul heart just to protect our other bone heart. School Bizag. I guess we can take School Bag. Because it is true, like, I'd rather not get rid of Jello. But now we have the luxury of actually getting a second active item, which wouldn't be too bad, so. I have 14 bombs. I really should have bombed the Keeper. Was there one in the secret room? Was. Okay, we got one of our keys back anyway. That was Placenta proccing and giving us a heal. Okay. So necesito mucho movement speedo. And a tears. Like we need a lot of things in this run, let's be honest. Another HP upgrade. Yep. Yeah, I guess I'll take Hungry Soul. But I'm not taking Monster Manual. Okay. So there's a very that was a pretty slick schmoove there, I gotta say. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but that greed head, like it almost floated and levitated around that corner. Like it hugged that corner in the air and just kept traveling. That was I noticed those things, game. We have a very off chance of getting a boss rush here. Somehow, some way. Don't ask me how we managed to do that. That was very, very weird dodge there. Book of Revelations. I mean, it's going to give us HP, but, like, I'm not going to use it right now. 9 volts. So the effectiveness of options is going to be very greatly diminished here. Because we only have one more item room after this, and I don't think it's going to be worth it. 9 volt allows us to at least use Jello in every single room, which is good. It also gives us an extra... Basically, it saves us one extra room to clear for the Book of Revelations. It's still not great. I would much rather have 4.5 volt, but it's going to help us with our clear speed anyway in these rooms. Being able to use Jello in every single room is going to, well, it's going to allow us to do that. The biggest problem that we face right now is still going to be, I know I sound like a broken record, our movement speed. We need to get more movement speed. It is not a want, it is a need. Now, I'm not using the Book of Revelations right now, even though we could have gotten 2 soul hearts essentially out of it. By the way, full clear, because I don't want to get a horseman here. We do not need an orbital right now. We need anything but an orbital currently. I hate how the Gishes, they sometimes do a death rattle and they sometimes don't. But given our movement speed currently, okay. All right. Given our movement speed currently, it's not surprising that we're getting rung up by everything and their mother right now. I think we should be down here. Our token greed fight here. Okay. And it's Gish. We might as well have gotten an orbital at this point. Because I mean, Little Gish is fine, but like not. He ain't gonna be burning no bars. Bars? Barns. Yeah, he's not gonna be burning any bars either. He's not a very good rapper. And a Krampus fight. Oh, there's the cancer item, or trinket, which we're going to take. I'm not going to take the Head of Krampus over the Book of Revelations because we're going to need this HP. If the game's not going to give us movement speed. Since we're on Depths 2, we can freely use the Book of Revelations now without fear of getting horsemened. And we have to exactly be going the right way for the boss, but also where the Tinted Skull is for us to have even a remote chance at getting this. Chariot card, and we've immediately gone in the wrong direction. Got a random soul heart here. Yeah, our boss rush chances are now cooked, I think. Now the tears up here from Mom's Perfume, which is fine. Our damage is still not great, but man, what I wouldn't do for like just the belt or the spoon or, I mean, anything really that's gonna give us a movement speed upgrade. Now, boss rush is absolutely dead now. Not even gonna bother trying to go for it anymore. I don't care about the half heart. We could have used the chariot card to get out of there, but it doesn't matter. No. No. That's right, Poop. You are a day late and $2 short on this one.
All right, so there's the entire map, everybody. Now that you've seen what we can do, where we can go, let's go to the correct direction, shall we? How does he do it?
I'm gonna say it right now. This runs kind of struggle bussy. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Even though we've got almost full HP. Even though we've got almost full HP, we're still looking at we're going to be getting, yeah, we just lost 3 HP right there. Well, 1.5 HP right there, but that would have been 3 HP had we been on the womb. And it's that quick. That is how fast things can go south on a run like this. I will take those options just because it gives us a chance to maybe get some movement speed. Full card doesn't really matter at this point. We have enough for one more premium item. There she be. 4.5 volt, baby. Oh. We can get PhD too. That could be our ticket home. There is an arcade on this floor. Kind of secretly hoping I don't have to go all the way back to the arcade to get that PH Dizzle, but gotta do what we gotta do. PhD is absolutely worth it here. There's, even though like we're almost capped on tiers, there's just so many things that we can get at a PhD. First step, make sure there's a temperance machine in here. Okay. PhD is going to give us a full heal anyway, so there's no reason to leave here with any red hearts. No. Actually, yeah, fine. Because you might turn into something good whenever we get PhD. You probably won't, but you never know. Me talking to the pill. Okay, you definitely can't come here. PH Dizzle. Get a movement speed up. Okay. By God. There's hope. Okay, so we can breathe a little bit easier now, but I mean, like, it's still only 1.0 movement speed, but the real game changer of all this is going to be 4.5 volt Jello. You see here, using Jello multiple times in one room is just going to, it's additive. Because you have this opportunity to where you get to use Jello multiple times, which makes you deal more damage, which makes you get more charges on your space item, which gives you more charges on Jello, which gives you more Jellos, etc., etc. So it's that whole loop they were talking about yesterday. We don't care about rune bag or dice bag. And basically after this next floor, we'll be free to use the Book of Revelations whenever we want to. I guess technically we can use it now because we've got options, but the thing is that, like, I don't necessarily want to yet, because I want to double our chances of getting a movement speed or damage up. I don't want to just, like, say, like, okay, well, one's going to default to an orbital that we're not going to take anyway, and then the other one might be an upgrade that we can use, versus let's not guarantee ourselves a horseman and let's just wait to maybe get we have 2 chances to get a speed upgrade instead of 1. So Jello, it's not a waterfall, it's a snowball effect of Jello. The more Jellos you get, the more damage you're doing, the more charges you're getting, the more Jellos you're getting. You just gotta get him rolling. And we've gone the wrong way.
All right. Right. There's the entire map again, everybody. How does he do it?
So surely we won't fail an 81.2%, right? Right. One of our bone hearts. Super secret room should be here. A pill out of that. Bombs are key. Doesn't really matter. Notice how it swapped the golden bomb with a golden key, by the way. Sure. Say marbles. Packed. We have polar invincibility, so let's do this now. Hey, look at that. We swallowed cancer. Permanent tears up. Bad gat. Then we're going to take the pact, obviously. I guess we can go for one more round here since we did just use the Book of Revelations. All right. Sure. We'll take Broken Sword. Yeah. A fast-moving world, there's this run. So what lowered our movement speed? Oh, it was Broken Syringe. But why would it lower it from Broken Syringe? Unless it gave us experimental treatment, I guess. That one was Speedball. This one is damage and range? Oh. You're doing too many things, Broken Syringe. You're a little too busy. Dude, I'm telling you, we're not out of the woods yet, friends. Don't get it twisted. We're not like home free in this run. You know, we joke about it and talk about how full clears are just, you know, just the worst things ever. But legitimately, it is bad. It is real bad for runs like this because you're opening up yourself to more damage. The longer you're on a level, the higher the chances, the higher the probability is that you're going to take damage. Same thing goes for, I mean, it's just like gambling, you know, the longer you sit at a table, the higher the chances you're going to lose everything. The house wins. Same thing, same concept holds true for Isaac. The longer that you're on a stage for, especially with bad movement speed and bad mobility, the greater the probability is for you to start taking damage. And right now, we don't really have great sustainability. We do have the Book of Revelations, obviously, which is going to help out. I need to be a little bit more proactive at using the switching mechanic for a school bag here, just so we can make sure that we get those full charges. It's a little bit of help, but it's not enough to outpace the amount of damage we're going to be intaking here the longer that we're sitting on a floor without being able to clear it. See how much faster now. Again, that snowball effect happening here with Jello. We get another devil deal here. We get Guppy's Paw, which is not help us at all. Oh boy. I'm thankful for the random mapping that we got. But we need to swap to the Book of Revelations here to have that in our active slot after getting Jello, so we can start contributing to the soul hearts here. The pact is big, don't get me wrong. It helps us out greatly with DPS. Our damage is still nowhere near where I would want it to be from like an actual like damage standpoint, but our DPS is definitely improved. Little backwards no-look shot there by Gemini. The procedure room can't be there because we can see the map and we know there's a room below us. Not using Jello here just so we can sneak a little charge. This is where the strength of the 4.5 volt kind of falters a little bit. Just a little bit. If you're unable to feed a whole bunch of damage into it, and you need stuff like we need tanky enemies like Headless Horseman, for example. But what we need to not do is take damage. And need Jello for this. I'm trying to just use our spectral tears here to our biggest advantage. It's a big soul heart. We don't have a full charge on either Jello or the Book of Revelations, but we should get it pretty quick here against Isaac. There we go. And there's no way that we can... We need as many Jellos as possible here. What in the world was that? Wow. Okay, game. Okay. Wow. The schmoovest of all Isaac schmooves. Holy Christ.
Nice treasure map, loser.
Isaac pulling a friggin' double deke fake out with the crack the sky. And then teleporting right on top of us. Oh boy, this is a marathon right here. The sad thing is I still don't think that we can just freely swap between the Book of Revelations and Jello right now. We still need Jello. We're going to get some trickle charge here and there from us having a full charge. And the wrong way. All right. I ain't gonna bother with the Eternal D6. Got a full charge on the Book of Revelations. It's fine. And all right. You can see the pips moving up there with the 4.5 volt. The recharge time is very, very nice. However, this fight is awful with the bad movement speed. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. It looks like we're throwing. But this is purely 100% the product of our lack of mobility here. We just have to get out of this run. I mean, that's bottom line. And this is where Curse the Lost becomes exceedingly dangerous. Which makes it seem dramatic, but call it what you want. But the fact of the matter is that if we would have gone straight to Blue Baby, we would have been out of this run by now. But instead, as you see here, we're still getting rung up in every single room we're going into. And the more rooms we have to encounter, the higher the probability of us taking damage is, and it's going to be close. Need to pay more attention to the Book of Revelations here. We need to get Gluttony down at last. Somebody's going to drop less than 3. The one thing that we do have that I didn't talk about is Bloody Lust. So at least if we take damage, we're going to be causing more damage for the rest of the level, which is good. Trying to stabilize, but that can quickly go downhill. Like I said. My God, it's a movement speed upgrade. I'm not even going to bother trying to use Ares offensively here. That is a recipe for disaster. Not going to use Jello here. Remember, we don't have Polar Invincibility. Molitar's whatever here. We have the I'm Drowsy pill, so that should be enough, I hope. The I'm Drowsy pill is going to just lock down Blue Baby. And we can just overrun him with Jello. Man. What a frustrating run that was, but we're going to manage to get out of here. Wow. The movement speed upgrade 3 rooms before the boss is that's Isaac, baby. But hey, we still come away with a dub here. Talk about your Freaky Fridays to kick off the weekend. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that episode. If you did, click the like button, leave a comment down below. Of course, the most upvoted comments with the question of the episode gets read on next Friday's episode, so definitely leave those down below. And thank you for supporting the channel by leaving those comments, doing the comment streaks, liking the videos, all that kind of good stuff. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Picasso, Zombie Fingers, and Seven Fangs. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.